We are on the way to our secondary camp. Haven't ventured over into those woods in a little while now. I think the last time was summer, potentially autumn. I can't remember. So I thought it would be nice to get back over that side. I was going to come over here a couple of weeks ago, but the stream was not quite like this. It was more like this. So this is the stream we normally cross right on this log here to get to the campsite on the other side. And we're not going to the other campsite today. So I thought, nah. So the bog isn't quite frozen. It's a shame because I was hoping maybe I'll just be able to slide across it to the other side. But now's the real interesting part. It may be a little precarious because I see the tree we got to step onto is a little bit frosty. It's all ice. It's a bad idea. Now I need to come back and get you. Welcome to the Kettle day camp. We're out here for a day in the woods with the Kettle Trekker kit, stainless steel, and the Kettle Ultralight Tarp. So Kettle is new to me, not in the sense that I've only just heard of them, but in the sense I've never used their products before. So we're having a nice chilled one today, really chilled actually. It's currently 1 degrees Celsius. So we're just doing some testing and facilitating some knowledge of how things work. I've said it before, you always want to test out your gear before taking it on an overnight, because if you get out there and you don't know how to use it, well, that would be quite improper. So that's what we're out here to do today, a little testing. So now we're going to go have a walk around, collect some materials to get a fire started in our kettle, heat up some water, get a coffee on, because it's 1 degrees. Some good old birch bark. That will do it. got to say, really impressed at the speed it took to boil our water, and the amount of energy and heat that the Kettle kettle produces. It's crazy. It's almost like a rocket stove, and it's just whoosh. Awesome. Get just a tad of water in there. Throw the coffee in so it doesn't stick to the bottom, and then top it up. I'll go ahead and pop the cork back in, maintain the rest of the heat of the water in there. So when we do go to heat up the rest of the water, it won't take as long. But I mean, really, starting from cold water just took a few minutes, so I can't complain. That's better. So what I'm gathering from the Kettle kettle tracker kit and the rest of them, I mean, it's classic, right? And everything that comes with it, it's a classic. Just a stainless steel cup. There's nothing wrong with that. If it's not broke, don't fix it, and it works. So being younger, you don't tend to appreciate history or the historical aspect behind certain things. But as I've gotten older, I realize just how important history is, and history is pretty badass too. For example, Kettle kettle, 125 years of history. That's 125 years of tried and tested awesomeness that have withstood the test of time. Of course, there's been modifications and improvements from the original Kettle kettle, but today we sit here and I'm drinking and I'm using a kit and a kettle 125 years in the making. That's pretty awesome. I am liking the Tarp also. I had no idea that Kettle kettle did other gear, right? So when I found out, I mean, that's super cool. Ultralight Tarp, weighs in at 572 grams without the guidelines, and it's 2.9 meters by 3.6 meters. Perfect for one person, potentially two people. You've got a lot of space under here. It's good and waterproof, made from seal nylon. But we will go more in depth on the actual reviews of the Kettle kettle tracker kit, their Ultralight Tarp. Those videos will be coming. Of course, I'm also out here wearing the hunter's jacket from Jack Pike and hunter's trousers from Jack Pike. One thing I really like about a hunter's jacket is, you probably saw me earlier, I whacked down the flap on the back. It's a poacher's pocket. So you can undo that, flap it down, and it will give you a dry space to sit. What will they think of next? I could have used this on that 3-day stealth camp. So we've had our coffee, and now we're going to make another coffee. But at the same time, I want to cook up some noodles. So let's see how that works. It's a bit of a late lunch today. It's going to be dark in about an hour. The good thing is, I forgot a torch. So getting back over the bog, over the stream, it's going to be fun in the dark. It's going to be fun. So the water boiled a lot quicker than the noodles, but to be almost multitasking, doing two things at once is always a plus. It's like a lot of the gear that I choose to use, I like it to be multi-use. For example, the USMC field tarp, it transforms into a bivy bag if needs be, and lots of other items, multi-use items. That's the way to go. So more points to the Kettle kettle tracker kit. Time to get packed away. We are losing light now pretty quick. So now the race is on. So that be our Kettle day camp. Just wanted to introduce it to those unfamiliar, but also reiterate that it's important to test gear and trial it out before taking it on camps. Get to know the gear, the perks, the quirks, and see what works. So we are currently on the icy tree about to cross the bog. Wish me luck. It feels more slippery now than it did earlier. Oh. Okay, we're all right. We just have to make, this is one small step for me. We're on solid ground.